Hi, and welcome to my channel. I'm going to start with a series about memory and visualization. So for a background information, I've always liked things that involve around memory and visualization. I've challenged my memory and capabilities of visualization throughout the years and come up with let's call it a list of things that have helped me to memorize and visualize things easier. I'm not a professional in this field, I'm just a normal guy with a good memory and visualization skills, and I hope that I can help you guys learn and adapt these tips and tricks into your own life if you consider that these could be helpful to you. I know there are methods like Mind Palace, etc., but the methods and tips I'm going to go through have smaller learning curve attached to them, and I would say more relatable way of learning them. Without rambling too much, let's start with the first topic, which is how to remember birthdays and other important dates. For me, remembering things and storing them to a longer term memory is easier when the things you are trying to remember have significance to you or the way you remember something makes sense to you, meaning that the specific way you store the memory is unique and therefore easier to reconstruct. What I want you to do is take a pen and a piece of paper and draw the numbers you see on the screen. Similar pattern that you can see in your everyday life, like on your phone or while paying with the credit card. So, let's make an example scenario. Let's say your friend's birthday is 28th of September. Imagine we press the numbers in order of day and then the month. I'll explain soon why it is easier in this order. So 2, 8, 0, 9. Now I just draw the line in the same order from 2 to 8 to 0 to 9. And we can see a specific line, in this case J, that is backwards. And now to store the image of backward J, you need to justify a reason to remember it by attaching it to your friend somehow. Of course, the easiest way would be if, let's say, your friend's name happened to start with the letter J, for example Julia, then you could attach the memory through the first letter. If not, another way would be to think my friend likes fishing and that looks like a hook. It doesn't matter how you attach the image to your friend, it just has to be specific to that friend so you don't mix up the images. To reconstruct the image back to the date is easy. Just remember the starting point of the image. And as I earlier said, it is easier to remember the date in order of first day and then month. You may ask why exactly. Well, because every month before October has to have a 0 included. That way it is easier to reconstruct the date from the image by knowing this. The first two lines may give you a chance of forgetting the exact date, but the month makes it harder to lose the whole image, especially in the beginning when you try this system. Let's reconstruct our example, 28th of September. Let's say that you remember the image but can't remember what were the exact numbers you pushed. So, we know the image is backward J and it started from the top. In this example, you would reconstruct the date as follows. First, what are the rules? Day before month and add 0 if the day or the month is a single digit. Now, we know that the hook part has to be September since there are 12 months in a year, so the image has to go through either 0 or 1. In this case, through 0, so 0, 9, September. The day has to be 20 something since there are a maximum of 31 days in a month. So the options are 20th, 22nd, 25th and 28th of September. With a bit of practice you start to remember the exact days, but in the start you might have to think harder the day in some combinations where the line is straight, like in this example. But even if you don't bother to invest time to sharpen this method works when the lines aren't in a straight line, and when it is, it already gives you good focused selection of days. At the start, you may need to use pen and paper or phone's number board to type in the date and see the actual lines, but when you get some confidence, you can just close your eyes and imagine the numbers and lines. For the second example, let's say your friend's birthday is on 31st of December. So again, the rules are first day, then the month, and if the day or the month is under 10, add 0 in front of the number. Let's press the numbers 3, 1, 1, 2 and draw the line from 3 to 1 to 2. In this scenario, we have a repeating number and a linear image. In these cases, you have to remember the starting point, like in the first example, but also the ending point. You can visualize the image as the line with two dots, one at the starting point and the other at the ending point. These are the harder cases you face while using this method. Other dates without straight lines and repeating numbers are straightforward images. Now, with a pen and a piece of paper, I would like you to try this method with a date of your choosing. Someone's birthday, your wedding day, or any day that is significant to you and therefore gives you a motive to keep remembering it. Let me hear what you think of the method after trying it down in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content and are interested to see more as I go through methods, tips and tricks to help memorize things easier and help to develop your memory and visualization skills. See you guys in the next video.